Today we are making pork belly slowly but surely, and we are making a pork belly ciabatta that's gonna blow your socks off. And I can guarantee you this is something that cannot be found in the shops, so follow this recipe step by step and cook something amazing. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider, because this is Kitchen Draft, the place where you can learn how to cook or improve your cooking skills. I'll see you at the end of this video. Enjoy the recipe. We start our recipe with some roughly chopped vegetables for the crock pot. This will be forming a bed for the pork belly that is gonna be cooked for a good couple of hours. Apart from forming a protective layer between the crock pot and the pork belly, the vegetables will also bring a nice flavor. And I'm using an apple, as pork and apple are really good friends, but what you can also do is use apple juice. Now when you buy the pork belly, make sure it has a nice layer of meat and you are ready for seasoning. Apart from using salt and pepper, I like the cajun flavor. It brings something special to this dish, and it has enough spiciness in order to make this ciabatta sandwich special. 2 bay leaves, half cinnamon stick, and to get this to a next level and to have a perfect sticky sauce at the end, just add some barbecue sauce. Now get your hands on that pork belly and make sure you rub those spices until the pork is well coated. And I knew I forget something, it's the ketchup. Same as the barbecue sauce, it will bring a great flavor to the pork, and because both barbecue sauce and ketchup have plenty of sugar, we will end up with a nice sticky consistency after reducing the sauce. Some veg stock and the temperature is set to high, and forget about it for the next 6 hours. Meanwhile, you have plenty of time to follow this simple red cabbage slaw recipe, for which you need 1/4 of cabbage, salt, freshly grounded black pepper and white wine vinegar. Get some gloves on if you don't want to get your hands red from the cabbage, and mix and squeeze in the same time until the cabbage gets softer in texture and until the seasoning and the cabbage are well combined. Set the cabbage aside for 15-20 minutes and move on to the mayo. For this recipe I'm using 2 egg yolks, and make sure you separate them very well from the whites. Personally, I don't have any issues using raw eggs for my recipe. If you are concerned about using raw eggs, just buy pasteurized. You should find them in the shop. After adding the mustard and vinegar, which will help binding everything together, gradually pour in the oil, whisking continuously for 3-5 minutes or until thickened. 20 minutes later, the cabbage releases most of its red juice, and it's important to squeeze that juice because otherwise it will bleed into your pork ciabatta sandwich. Grate an apple, as this will work very well with the pork as mentioned earlier, and now the mayo can be combined with the rest of the ingredients. All done, place in the fridge for later. As garnish, I'm gonna be using some beautiful Jersey Royals with the skin on. Simply wash them properly and cut them in 4 or in 6 depending on how big they are. Of course you can use any other potatoes, but these fresh potatoes from this island are something apart. Once cut, get the potatoes in the pot and boil them gently until soft but not cooked all the way through, bearing in mind that this will get cooked fully in oil once the pork is ready. 6 hours have passed since we placed the pork in the crock pot. Now it's nice, soft, full of flavor, and it can be removed from the pot, leaving us with the sauce, which has quite a lot of fat at the surface, but this can be easily removed with a ladle. Try removing all that fat from the top, and after passing the remaining sauce through a sieve, get it back on the heat. Reduce this slowly until the sauce becomes thicker and it has a sticky consistency. This is what you're looking for. With the pork we have 2 options. 1. Cook it whole in a 200 degrees oven and portion it after, or option 2. Portion the amount of pork you need and shred it in smaller pieces, getting it ready for frying. Today we are choosing option 2, but you do whatever works best for you. With the meat enough for a big fat pork ciabatta sandwich, I'm adding 2 spoons of that reduced sticky sauce, and a bit of smokiness always helps, so smoked paprika goes in. Give it a good mix and make sure all the ingredients are well combined. The time has come for the Jersey Royals we boiled earlier. Cook this in hot oil until they become nice and golden in color. And I'm pretty sure you'll find a better way of getting them out than I did, using the tongs. What a guy! We are slowly getting there. We have a fresh ciabatta ready to go, but we don't want to be boring. Plus it only takes 2 minutes to toast it on both sides in a pan with a bit of butter. And you don't just get the better flavor, but look at that color. Oh boy, I'm definitely ready for this. Now that we have all the ingredients ready, we can start building our pork ciabatta with Jersey fries. I can't really call them cheese because they are so tiny. Go first with a layer of red cabbage slaw, followed by the shredded pork. And if you feel like the pork is a bit too dry, more sticky sauce can be added. I am also grating some smoked cheddar over the pork, because what would be a sandwich without cheese? It just wouldn't be called a sandwich. I'm just joking, you add whatever you like, the pork was important and the rest is freestyle. With the crispy fries ready, the pork ciabatta in place, we are ready to dive in. And trust me, it smells absolutely amazing. That was Kitchen Draft for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because the mission of getting those 1,000 subscribers is still ongoing. And let me know in the comments down below what do you think about this recipe and what do you want me to cook in the future. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. All the best. Stay at home and cook at home.